enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They run again with Carson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing is Wilson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
On third down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Lawrence Guy in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. So on fourth down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Brady now on first down. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 39 that time.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, the receiver won in a big way.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On first down, Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Brady connecting with Cooks for the Patriot first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Throwing on first down is Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mitchell. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now Lewis. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Charles, earlier we talked a lot about Russell Wilson, what a great job he did last year in 2017 as Seattle's offense is working their way back onto the field. But they're probably going to need to find a running game to alleviate some of that pressure on Wilson, right?
Yeah, you think? I mean, my goodness, when you take a look at what Russell Wilson did, he more than doubled the rushing yardage of Mike Davis, who finished 2nd. And Mike Davis didn't begin the year on Seattle's roster. They went through a number of runners this season, none of them that fit and really hit. Chris Carson, they thought was going to be the guy. He got hurt early in the year. But they definitely have to find a running game and get back to playing that Seattle football of run first and let Russell Wilson take over from there.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. Wilson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, nice move at midfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. On first down, Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Wilson on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So that one will be accepted. On first and 10, here's Brady. And this complete to Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Finding room inside the 40. And he's brought down. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Now, that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
On second down, Wilson. Dancing, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that's complete to Cooks. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're going to have a third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Brady now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Again, it's Brady. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. That's a Pats first down as Brady finds his second-year man, Mitchell.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down following the run. Again, it's Lewis. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Brady now to throw. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. Brady to Gronkowski. They make it look easy, don't they? And it's a Patriot first down. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They run. This is Lewis. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They try again with Lewis. Lewis has the first down and then some. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up first and goal. And the seemingly endless drive continues. Now they'll run with Lewis. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Dion Lewis, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got room. And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Flush to his, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Lawrence Guy in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He's back to throw. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something. Forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. Patriots are going to recover, and that should just about assure victory. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.